Hey, what's up guys? This is Jerry from Rauta Beyond. This time I want to tell you, or more like give you 5 reasons to watch Black Mirror TV series. Now, you all might know that this TV series is already pretty much done and all with its 5 seasons, and it's not likely that follow-up will come true. So, might just wrap it up and give you 5 reasons why to watch the series called Black Mirror on Netflix. While talking, I might just as well tune you for the IMDb page of Black Mirror so you can get the basic information. Maybe you will browse it and get the information about episodes, production years, and the rest of the information. I will have the link included in the description box. But now for the reasons why you should watch this dystopic anthology series which has no continuation, like pretty much nowadays almost every TV series, every TV show that is usually worth watching are. Now, first of all, when I was telling you about this idea that it's full of dystopia, I mean every season and every given episode of Black Mirror is about how the future might be if technology was used maybe in wrong ways, or maybe if technology kind of got seeping in, used its tentacles and all that stuff. And this kind of gives you a little bit of pessimistic look on the future in so many various ways, that is. And one thing I might find fascinating, or you might find fascinating, which I found fascinating, is that those stories are much like short stories. Whereas usually you take movies and TV shows, multiple seasons as sort of novels, this is more like short stories. Each and every episode, which vary from roughly 40 minutes to some 90 minutes, so technically a movie length. Different stories are put into each and every episode. To be honest, some episodes actually have more than one story, which is actually more compelling than what it sounds like. Because once you go into certain level of episode, you might find yourself digging deeper, and it creates sort of meta levels, which then again make these stories even more interesting. I won't go into details, but trust me, there are some really nice sci-fi ideas. Fi in the terms of fiction, because some of these technological innovations or decisions are something that are already true or very goddamn close. For example, some episodes dealing with certain types of social media, they are not too far-fetched, or certain kind of reality TVs when used with certain video platforms. Well, you'll get the idea once you go there. Some of them are in fact far away from what reality is or might be, but like I said, this is sort of a sci-fi. So it's fiction meets science. Anyway, the second good reason why to watch Black Mirror is that there's lots of variation with the story. Where so many traditional TV series are just going, one episode after another, going with a storyline, and sometimes certain TV series seems to be so goddamn repetitive that it gets quite a bit boring. And some TV series are not, being shut down until it's kind of too late. Now, Black Mirror doesn't take any kind of an idea and repeat it even one time. So each and every episode is different, and that alone is kind of interesting because every time you see something, it's gonna be new and fresh. So I think it's a kind of a winning card here also. Third thing which I must mention is that actors are pretty damn good in every episode. Of course, that's kind of a given, that because this is not some low budget thing. But when I say actors are good, I also mean this side, because you don't see that many familiar faces where you might see in movies and TV series. Sometimes that kind of removes the elements of surprise, because once you know, okay, it's Johnny Depp, he's not gonna die, that kind of a thing. But with episode series, because every episode is like a little bit of a movie, you never know what's gonna happen with these so-called main characters? Are there villains? Are there good guys? Are there something in between? Are they gonna die? Are they gonna suffer? Whatever. In my opinion, that's definitely a plus side to this kind of anthology thing, and with the actors. And you will see more and more, let's say, more known faces the farther you go in the series. That is, if you start with the first season and then progress towards the fifth one. Season number 4, it's not very predictable, which then again is very nice because so many storylines are actually, even if enjoyable, are predictable. Think of Marvel or other superhero movies. You usually kind of end to twists and turns. Nothing really drastic, nothing too dramatic happens. Usually things are kind of like safe and sound. And while there's nothing wrong with that in certain kind of movies, I mean, you really don't expect much drama to happen in, say, a comedy movie or family type of drama. But when you are gonna for a darker aspect in TV, especially these dystopia stories, you want the element of surprise to be there. And I think that's very much here throughout the whole series. I mean, throughout the whole 5 seasons and every episode, there are twists. Sometimes they're really, really surprising. Sometimes they are more predictable, but not too much. So I'll take that as a wild card for this reason number 4. The reason number 5, the last one that is that because this is an anthology series, there is no continuation. This might be a kind of a two-edged sword. I mean, for example, personally, I like series that go on for years, especially if the story is good. And usually I'm a little bit, say, prejudiced towards series which are made of single episodes because I like the continuation. But in terms what actually works in the favor of Black Mirror, I like that these are just one episode and then it's gone. Like sometimes there are episodes which I would like to see expanded, or at least the world could be expanded from that one episode to a different story. I actually like that once you're done with certain kind of an idea, you don't go dig deeper. Let's put it this way. It's like a theater stage. You don't want to see the backstage and ruin the magic. Or the actual magician doing its tricks. You don't want to reveal the secrets and ruin the mysticism. So what works in favor of Black Mirror is that you only see 1 or 2 sides of the story. You don't really go beyond the made up buildings to see that, hey, it's only cardboard. So there is a certain level of bonus side that doesn't really go deeper. It's usually a couple of people maybe, and the story will be told and nothing more. And that's a good thing. With these 5 reasons, give Black Mirror a go. That is, if you're not too sensitive person about dystopia, about pessimism, or overloading cynicism. Black Mirror is definitely a good series which totally deserves your attention. With these words, I hope you will give the series a chance and maybe you will actually fall in love with it. Take care and see you soon with more Rauta Beyond stuff coming your way.